no matter what's in front of you, no matter what obstacle you have to go around, no matter how much you're delayed, no matter what is put in your path, no matter how much they pull you down, no matter how much they knock you down, no matter none of that. Endurance is you keep on going no matter what. It's my insatiable desire that I've always had to progress. I have an insatiable desire towards ambition. I have an insatiable desire towards evolving. I just have an insatiable desire for things like that. And it's strange because a lot of people, because they can't understand, why would you want to? Because that's what matters to me. Because I care about the most important things. I don't care about little stuff that don't matter. But because I'm so different, I realize other young ladies may not be as different as me. And I've seen the Rio Grande Valley plan. Please, I'm telling you, the Rio Grande Valley is so unique. And I said it before, and I always said they will make fun of you for being a college graduate. Mm-hmm. Yep, they will. Mm-hmm. They'll applaud you if you're a man for doing what you're supposed to be doing, like paying child support and stuff like that. They'll applaud you for that if you're a man. If you're a woman, it's really hard. If you're right, and it shows that you're right, it shows that you sound more logical and more practical and more reasonable than even the leaders in your community, in your region, that bruises egos. It bruises a lot of egos. I don't give a damn. But I know there's going to be other young ladies, other women that are going to want to rise. Ascension. That's all I've ever wanted. Yeah, it's taking me a little time, right? But I raised 2 boys. I was a mom before I was a nurse. I was a mom before I was an adult. So it's not like I was just some childless young adult whose parents were able to pay her way through college and, nah. It took me a long time. I was always a mom. I was always having to help the people I cared about. So even though it's taken me a long time to achieve everything that I have, it's still ascension. It's refusing to stay unrisen. That's what I said in my video the other day. A lot of us wonder, what's our purpose in this life? Look at Jesus. His purpose was to raise the vibration of the entire world, and he did. He did. To such a degree that the second most popular religion in the world is based upon his story. He's one of my idols. He's one of the things. He's everything to me. Everything. He's always been everything. I don't see him the way that other people see him. I see him like a celebrity. I see him like an activist. I see him like a rebel. I see him as a warrior. He fought with love. He fought with compassion. And he didn't give up. If his own government was like, we're going to throw you in with the lions, okay, do it. We're going to crucify you, okay, do it. And what? I'm still going to stay unrisen. I'm still going to stay unrisen. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? You want me to deny who my father is? You want me to deny what I know? You want me to deny it? You want me to deny my beliefs? You want me to deny it? Nope. We're going to whip you. Do it. We're gonna spit at you. We're gonna make a mockery out of you. Do it. Do it. We're gonna take your life. Do it. Do it. Without him knowing that he was gonna stay unrisen, he stood fast. If that's one of my idols, and if that's a human that I've known of since I was in single digits, believe me, that's a fundamental thing in my mind. Whenever this little "What Would Jesus Do" kind of little campaign came out, like 10, 15 years ago, I already thought that way. That's the way I thought my whole life. Always. It'd be a little different. Sometimes I'd be like, what would Jesus do? Well, Jesus was a boy. Jesus was a male. And I would sometimes have to factor in the fact that I was a female, because it's a little different. It shouldn't be, but it is. Ascension. Arising. No matter how slow it takes you, it's still progress, and it's still staying risen. You don't lie down before your enemies. You don't lie down for no one. If you have the ability to sit up, stand up, rise, in my opinion, that's what you should do. Some people don't care about things like that. They care about having lots of money, fancy things, a real comfortable life. I care about those things too. But when things happen in my life, it prioritizes those comforts. I didn't ask for any of what happened to me to happen to me. So I say all this because I see some people commenting. And it's like, I don't think people understand. Maybe it's because I'm not a Bible thumper. I don't think people understand just how I know I'm protected. My relationship with Jesus is when I say he got me, he got me. Like, you see my smile? He got me. He got me, and I got this. Whether it's a small thing in my life or a big thing in my life, I got this. I got this. I got this because he got me. So when you try to like put me down, you gotta be Jesus or God, for real, to tell me I'm fat, and that's gonna make me feel bad. You gotta be like Jesus or God to tell me you ain't gonna be nothing in this life. You're never gonna survive your battles. You're never gonna become the greatest person you can possibly be. You gotta be a Jesus God level, and there ain't nobody on the planet like that. So, but not everybody is that strong-minded. And if I can continue to demonstrate resiliency and endurance, because like I said, with all intents and purposes, any man or woman in my position would have caved a long time ago. They would have caved a long time ago with everything. Give me the plea bargain. Give me a jury. Nope. Nope. So with that being said, This ain't gonna stop. I'm not in a campaign. There's only one thing that I really care about. Right now I'm occupied and I'm almost finished with this thing that I'm not talking about. It has nothing to do with my cases or anything like that. My daughters or anything. And I'm almost done. Literally. Like days away from being done. And the only thing that I'm gonna really care about, I'm telling y'all right now, until April 27th is gonna be Melissa Lucio. And I want to apologize, because Melissa Lucio has not just children; she has a lot of siblings. And I want to apologize to the family of Melissa Lucio. Not necessarily if y'all don't know who that is, Melissa Lucio is the first woman in the first Hispanic female to be put on death row in Texas. Her documentary came out last year called The State of Texas versus Melissa Lucio. And about a month ago, she was given her death sentence day, the day that she's going to be put to death. But in the documentary, it so clearly lays out the injustice that caused her to be facing her last day of life. The prosecutor, the district attorney, that did that to her is sitting in jail right now, federal prison. Right now. Do you know how many families have been affected by that district attorney in Cameron County? A lot. Those cases haven't even been looked at. There was evidence that wasn't put forward that showed a confession of another human being actually doing the thing that took the life of the child, Melissa Lucio's child. So I want to apologize to the family because I feel like her son was a little bit exploited the other day. John, when you're watching this, I'm probably going to send this to you. I'm so sorry. You were on the show the other day. I'm not even going to say the show. It's not. It's just some guy trying to be the Rio Grande Valley's Jay Leno or something. I don't know. Conan O'Brien. I don't know what he's trying to do. But I know what you're doing. You're trying to get your mom's story out there. And what I didn't like is that he allowed your hateful siblings. There's going to be a divide, y'all. There are going to be some siblings, some children of Melissa Lucio's, they're going to want their mom to live because they know the truth. And then there's going to be other siblings that are going to stick together because of the love of one sibling who admitted to actually being the person who pushed that baby down the stairs. What should have happened is that they allowed it back and forth, and they allowed the hateful rhetoric from her children who literally want the one son that is out there trying to save his mom's life the most. This person that put him on this Facebook show, I don't even want to call it a show, they basically made a spectacle out of it and a mockery out of the whole thing. So if I were to ever have him and give him real quick, I'm telling you quick, I don't care if you're there and he's 10 minutes into talking and I cut you off and you go and you make another fake profile, you're going to get cut off and cut off and cut off. I don't care if I have to put 5 moderators on that night. No, none of his siblings, nobody is going to take that voice away from him. And they're not going to take away from the message of making sure that this woman doesn't die for something that she did not do. It's so sad because the thing is, I know about the Michael Morton Act. Michael Morton was a white man in Texas who was in the same situation as Melissa Lucio. A prosecutor here in Texas wanted to look like a hero, wanted to, score points. And he left out evidence that would have found Michael Morton innocent. To such a degree that Michael Morton went to prison for a long time. To such a degree that they had to create an entire act. It's similar to the Brady Bill, where you have to give the defendant all the information, all the evidence against him. That's the Brady Bill. But the Michael Morton Act, Texans were so enraged that a prosecutor could do this to a white man. They felt so bad for him. So bad for him. That the Michael Morton Act ultimately means it is an offense, a federal offense, to keep and withhold evidence that will find a defendant innocent. Because that's what happened. That's why he spent all those years in prison, was because the district attorney had evidence that would have 100%, cast a doubt on the fact that he didn't commit the crime that he was being accused of. And it's 2020, 2022. And I can't believe that now it's a woman, and it's a woman from an oppressed group, not privileged, not white. And Texas just doesn't care as much as they cared for Michael Morton. That I don't know who can argue that. I don't know one person on this planet that can say anything against the words I just said and make any kind of sense and not look hateful. Not one person. I don't care who you are, what your credentials are, how long you've been a lawyer. I don't care this and that, whatever you have a show, you have an opinion, a political, it don't matter to me. You cannot tell me that it is not a sad thing for Texans to recognize the injustice that happened to Michael Morton. Create an entire act. And then when that act is violated, the act was violated. That same act was violated with Melissa Lucio. Had they followed that law that was put in place to prevent exactly what's happening to her from happening to her, she wouldn't be facing a death sentence right now. But no one's even talking about.
Hey guys, I wonder what happened, because all of a sudden now she's interested in Melissa Lucio. Now
Nobody that's political.
You think word got around to her?
That's the political
Yeah, I'm
person
sure
in
it did.
Texas. Not one U.S. rep. Not one U.S. senator. Not our governor. Not any governor's candidates. No one. It is amazing to me. I never thought that this was going to be my Texas, where the life of a white man in regards to a situation like this is so blatantly more important than the life of a brown woman whose life is on the line because they have violated the law that was created to protect that white man and anybody that came after him. What, it don't apply to brown women? That's crazy to me.
All that is wrong that she's saying.
That don't make no sense.
Dude was not privileged. He was poor. He was not affluent. And he had a court-appointed attorney.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Lucio, John Lucio. Man, they tried using his they tried coming at him using his back. Man, please don't even tell. I have a big problem with people using people's choices in their past against them. Whatever choices he made as a youth or in his past has not a damn thing to do
So
with
John jumped in on that Thursday night conversation. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. It's the one that says 5 hours
let y'all know what y'all
on the cover.
Yes.
John started chatting and participating, and I was trying to get him on the show. I really was. But he couldn't come on. I was not disrespectful to him or anything like that. I don't know where she's getting this crap from.
For people who are supporting the children of Melissa Lucio, that are speaking out against the children of Melissa Lucio, they're trying to save her life. This is what you're up against. Not everybody's supporting your hateful rhetoric. And not everybody's going to give you a platform to allow that to happen. You get a lot of views. You get a lot more views being unkind and mean and ugly and yelling and this and that. You get a lot more views like that. I don't care about that. That doesn't matter to me. I don't care about the viewership, because I know eventually over time people are going to watch whatever it is I'm talking about, or whatever it is important at that time. But you get a lot of live views whenever you're out there hating, or you create a situation where it's like, okay, here we go. I'm going to get a lot of views because I'm going to have Melissa Lucio's son here. And then his hateful siblings are going to be, coming at him, and I'm just going to get a lot of views. That's exploitation. You're exploiting the whole purpose of you having that person on your platform. You weren't doing it in the name of Melissa Lucio, and you weren't doing it to help the children that are trying to save their mom's lives. You were doing it for your views. You were doing it for the hateful viewership that follows you and your hateful following. That's what you're doing it for. So that's what I have to say about that. So from right now until April 27th, that's the one thing that I care about the most. Okay. Yeah. So I haven't forgotten.
She's a comedian now too.
I have one of Melissa Lucio's siblings, a direct contact with her. She knows that I'm not going to give up. And during that time, I'm still going to be doing, what it is I do. I live in my life. And for the people who want to help me with my, I love y'all. A lot of y'all messaged me and said, where can we donate for your legal fees? I didn't ask for any donations during my campaign because I was going through, that. And I also didn't ask for any donations for my legal fees because I was going through a campaign. So because it's me, and because they literally would report me for any little thing, even if there was no merit to it, just to force me to explain myself to like an ethics commission or something. I never asked for any help for either one, not for my campaign and not for my court cases. But now that I'm not in the campaign, though, there's no way that they can say, well, she's commingling funds. What I am concerned with is this. So for all of you that do want to help me, I'm holding off because I want to create a situation where that money don't come to me, that it goes directly to my lawyer, and so that there will be no mistake, and so people won't be, and if they are doing this, they're going to look like foolish people, because the rest of y'all are going to be like, look at them just talking all that smack, and we know that she literally created a system where it goes directly to, yeah. That's my life, though. And this is where I live. This is what I have to deal with right now. And I'll keep on dealing with it. Because it's like my video that I said, or I put a video out yesterday, what was it? I guarantee you what I can promise you is this. You will give up trying to knock me down before I give up getting back up again. There ain't no way. I will not. No. I'll outlast you. I will outlast anything when it comes to that. I will. I will. So, yes, prayers to the Lucio family. Prayers. They have a little over a month to save their mom's life. They can ask for a stay. They can at least extend the date. Anything. A month, 3 months. Time is time. Time is the most valuable thing. Y'all know it. That's the most beautiful thing that anybody can give you is their time. You can't. For somebody to want to give you even their own time, and then time is so precious when it comes to a life that's on the line. It's precious when it comes to children. Time is like the most valuable asset to humans. Because when you think about the 5D, everything that's happening now has already happened. Believe it or not. Everything that's happened now has already happened. I'm not even going to go into it with y'all. But it's true. And I know that. But what I do know is this, is that whatever efforts we make right now, it all led to what's eventually going to come. And what's eventually going to happen, it's already there. Everything that is to come is already existing. We just haven't gotten there yet. And everything that has happened has already existed. We just cannot imagine it still existing in the past. So the only thing that us as humans we care about is the now. Right now. Right now. And I understand how important now is. But I also understand how important it is to manifest. And I understand that we can change. Whatever it is we can change with our minds. Whatever we can believe is possible. We can manipulate that energy. And the universe rewards, believe it or not, and I will always believe this, the universe rewards efforts that are made in good faith. The universe recognizes that. And the universe also punishes those who make bad efforts as well. I said it before. The universe has a funny way of enacting karmic pruning. Thank y'all so much. I'll be getting back to you whenever I figure out, a way to make all that happen. In the meantime, I care about things that I'm doing that I'm not going to be telling nobody about, because ain't nobody going to sabotage that. No one. And I thank y'all for all your prayers. It's not, sometimes you crave being around humans. But when you're somebody like me, I've lived my entire life, almost all my life in solitude. As a child, complete solitude. And I liked it that way. But as you become older, when you know what it's like to be a mom, when you've known what love is, or if you've never felt love, but you know how to give it, not all people crave love. There's people that crave someone to love. Y'all can believe that. Everybody just wants to be loved. No, there's some people that are so satisfied with being alone. They're okay with being alone. And the thing that is their kryptonite is not having someone to love. There is people like that. I know the majority is the opposite. The majority want to be loved. They want to be loved. Love and acceptance. That's the most bottom part of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. But where I think Maslow's hierarchy of needs kind of left something out is that population of human beings that literally feel like they have no purpose in this life. If they don't have the ability to love and have another human to love or people to love. Believe it or not, there are humans that thrive by only being able to love. And when you take that away from them, that's when you break those people. Me too. But like I said, it's already been 6 months that I relinquished all control and told myself, and I accept that sometimes the universe places you in a position of solitude. It sequesters you. It keeps you away. It keeps you safe, and it keeps your energy to yourself. And it allows you to maybe love yourself and accept yourself in a way you never had before. And that makes you stronger. And that makes you a better human. It does. It makes you realize what really matters. It reminds you of your strengths. And it allows you to realize and reflect on all the things you still have and have yet to gain, instead of only thinking about the things you've lost. All right? Do not forget her name, y'all. Melissa Lucio. Melissa Lucio. I'm telling you right now, if the powers that have come against me were able to put me in a position to charge me and put me away and give me a death sentence, they would. It would have happened to me. It would have. So I understand what it's like to be a human that was badly affected by humans in power, and to not have anybody but yourself and the people that have compassion for you to help you. I know what it's like. And this is life. It's her life. For all of you that are going to want to fight me on this Melissa Lucio thing, don't even bother. Don't even bother. Make your own pages. Don't even bother. I'm serious. Don't. You're never going to change my mind. Ever. And you're probably going to embarrass yourself, especially if you use your regular profiles. Don't be doing that. You don't want to do that. Because then you're going to have this anger issue and I'll be all disgruntled later. I'm telling you right now, just don't even try it. But if you do, you've been warned. All right? Thank you. Thank y'all so much. Let me give y'all a shout out. Hello, Miss Ranger Sanchez. Hello, how are you doing? Ophelia Garza, Miss Candy Reese. Hello, beautiful, right back at you. Ida Chavez, Miss Lynette McWater Sparks. How are you doing? Flora Fuentes, Berlin Miyavi, ¿cómo estás? How are you doing? Maria Domacase, Arturo Chavera, ¿cómo estás? Miss Debbie Lee Winslow, Michelle Lee Clopton Tovar. Yep. Jesus is the reason. Jesus is. Now, please don't think that just because this is what this is everything for me, right? I have respect for people who are Muslim, who are Jewish. He was Jewish. Jewish folks a lot of them labeled him a troublemaker. Go figure, right? I respect other religions. Just please know that. I don't think this is what I believe in. But ultimately, what he believed in is source. And source transcends. Source transcends religions. Because everything that is the thing that each religion holds in the highest regard is the same thing, no matter what. Source is source, no matter what religion you are. That's it. So, all right, Melissa Lucio. Watch your documentary, The State of Texas versus Melissa Lucio. Please. Her day of death is April the 27th. One more time. No local leaders trying to get your vote is talking about it. Nobody trying to be in the House of Representatives at the state level in Austin. Nobody trying to be your senator in Austin. Ain't nobody care about Melissa Lucio. And that's because a lot of them people are from the very city and county that Melissa Lucio comes from. And not one of them is saying the name Melissa Lucio. Nobody from Hidalgo County, no loving, the most beloved leaders that we love so much, that are there whenever we get hurricanes, and they're writing all this stuff, and we love them, they're beloved. Well, where are you on the issue of Melissa Lucio? No federal level leaders, nobody running for U.S. Rep, nobody running for U.S. Senator, no one in those positions already. No one's talking about it. No. So it's up to the rest of us. The peasants. The regular people. Right? We have to create that energy. Because the people in power, they're not energized. We have to raise that frequency. In this case, it's going to be in the name of Melissa Lucio. All right? Okay. I love y'all. Be safe and well. Virtual hug. Thank you for the thoughts and prayers, positive vibes, love, light, and everything good to all of you. Bye.
Oh my goodness. I hope I didn't ruin your guys' lunch, late lunch. And that was very interesting. Very, very interesting. So what do you think? She was watching, or somebody else was watching and they just reported back to her? I think she was watching. You guys know damn well I was not disrespectful to John anyway. With Selena, I was getting a little irritated, you can tell. And that she knows nothing. So tonight at 7:00, you saw her here, Lynn Marie Garcia. She'll be with us tonight. She's the one on the documentary, and she's a badass. So we're gonna talk tonight. I hope you guys can make it at 7 p.m. tonight. Don't miss it. I'll talk to you guys later. Okay. Have a good rest of the day.